This is a download from London's LBC 97.3. The 3-hour 4 till 7 Iain Lee Afternoon Wireless Show.
Did James say he's going to get 8 people over a bar that's 4 foot high? Well, that's just up to my nipples. That's not very... It was easy. I've had loads of men over my nipples. Not over my nipples, but it's easy to get them over 4 feet high, isn't it? I don't know. I saw James today, the JT there to be. He's more moon-faced than I remember him. He's a very round, sweaty, slightly podgy, slappable, ruddy face. Different from how I remember him. I don't think it was James I'd met before in the first place. What things did you have you had confiscated when you were at school? Did you ever get them back? Did you catch the teachers using them? And this is the thing, we're getting a lot of texts from people. Of course, mobile phones, of course. When I was a kid, we used to have to pass notes around or wait until break time. Nowadays, you just text, innit? You're just doing some texting, innit? Send it to the person at the back of the school, innit? And so I'm guessing a lot of mobile phones get confiscated. Have you ever caught your teacher using your mobile phone? This is what a lot of the texts are saying. Here we go, look. My biology teacher once confiscated a kid's phone and used it to phone her own mum up in Scotland. She used up all of the credits as Seffi in Greenwich. That's very, very naughty, isn't it? And have you ever had anything confiscated at work? I don't quite know what the legal... Hey, if we can get a lawyer phoning... If you work in law in any way whatsoever... I might as well got to phone my solicitor up. Curses. Give us a call. Let us know what the legal grounds are on this. If a teacher confiscates something, what are the rules if it went to one of them courts of law? What I'm hearing so much about on the Sky News. Dear Ian, says Alfie Green, age 9. Come on, this is what it's all about. I had a water bottle confiscated because it went bang. I never got it back. I was very thirsty. Shameful. Shameful. Court of Human Rights, I take it to. Ian, when I was at college, I'm going to use the word vibrator in this email as well, in a sexual sense. So please, if you've got any youngsters listening, cover up their ears now. When I was at college, I bought a finger-sized battery massager, that's what it said on the box, from a pound shop for my girlfriend. It was confiscated by a female teacher as it was a vibrator. I never got it back, says Stuart. Already, we have sunk to new depths at LBC 97.3. Did not think it could reach 0870 90 90 973. David is in the New Cross.
Oh, hi there, Ian.
Hello, you.
Yeah, hi there. Listen, while I've been on hold waiting to come on, I've looked up the origin of the word confiscate.
Oh, this could be boring.
Try and raise the intellectual tempo slightly.
Please do.
Yeah, the word confiscate.
Would you agree with many of the people who, my enemies, that this show's a little bit childish?
Well, yeah, but that's a good thing, so don't worry about it.
Thank you, sir. That's what we wanted.
Having looked this word up, yeah, it's 2 words joined together. It's called a portmanteau word. That's a technical term for
Bored.
2 words joined together to make a new word.
Bored already?
And the origins are convict and cheapskate.
Right.
That's where confiscate comes
Very
from.
dull.
Anyway, I thought that was good. Anyway,
No, thank you, David. I was being rude. You weren't supposed to hear me. I thought. Hang on a minute, David. Chris, I thought you turned my mic off then when I was saying rude stuff, so he didn't hear I was doing it to him. Turn my mic back up so you can hear me now. David, can you hear me?
Oh, you're back.
Hello, yes, I'm good. Sorry, I had to switch off for a second. I apologise.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Now, I had a book confiscated back in school. This is 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's a book that a friend called Adam had lent to me.
Oh.
And it was the secret diary of somebody called Linda Lovelace. Now,
hey!
I don't know what it was. I didn't get a chance to read it, and the teacher confiscated it.
Man, that would have... from what little I've heard of that lady, that would have been a darn good book.
Well, it might have been. The trouble is, this mate Adam still thinks I owe him the book, and I can't find it. It might not exist anymore.
So one of the teacher took... Was it a male teacher that took this book?
Do you know, it wasn't.
Oh.
It wasn't, no.
Well,
it wasn't a male teacher.
That's opened...
Make of that what you will. I've got no idea.
What I make of it, David? Lesbianism. That's what I make of it. Or just the fact that it was a female teacher who didn't want you reading a mucky book when you're a young lad. So shame on you, sir, for having that kind of filth in around your school. 0870 9090 973. What have you had confiscated? Did you ever get it back? A little bit later on, we're going to go on to things that were banned in your school as well. Snowballs were banned in my school because the headmistress, someone threw a snowball at the headmistress, had a rock in it. So they were banned from then on. I actually saw that happen as well. I can't remember who did it, but I saw it happen. Andy is in the Orpington. Hello, Andy.
Hi, Ian.
Oh, my God, Andy, you sounds like you're underwater.
Oh, no, it's just, I'm in the porch, actually, just come out of the house to get in the car.
Good work, sir. What can I do for you?
Well, when I was at school, about 30 years ago, I was 14, got caught smoking, and I got my cigarettes confiscated.
Oh, man.
I never got them back.
So some teacher somewhere owes you a packet of smokes?
He does, sir.
What smokes were they, Andy?
Number 10, I think.
Oh, classy. A good classy teenage smoker. Are you suspicious that maybe that teacher had those cigarettes themselves?
More than likely, yes, because you used to see the teachers down the pubs at lunchtime in those days.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you? Hey, listen, and I'm not condoning this at all, but when you got a little bit older, in the 5th form, whatever, did you ever sneak off in the lunch break to the pub?
Not to the pub, no. We used to go for registration, then sneak home.
Oh, hey! Bunking off, Andy. I never bunked off school, and listen, this is naughty, this is bad, but the Daily Mail would have you believe that binge drinking is on the increase, and that kids these days, I remember being in the 6th form, at lunch break, going down the pub, and getting steaming drunk, getting really badly drunk. It's a bad thing to do, obviously I'm not condoning it, I'm saying no. Young people listening to the show, do not do that. I remember coming back for afternoon registration, just so the Miss McLaughlin wouldn't smell my breath. We were all sort of just had handkerchiefs over our mouths. Absolute steaming. Shame on you. What have you had confiscated at school? Did you ever get it back? Did you see the teacher using that thing? This is what I'm suspicious of. That teachers see something that's pretty darn cool and pretty funky, and go, "Oh, I could do it. Jones, give me that. I'm confiscating it." I know Mr. Collins in my middle school had a confiscated drawer that you could go in and you could take the stuff out because he never kept a tally of what was on there. Also, what things were banned in your school? Were there things that you were not allowed to do anymore? As I said earlier, you couldn't throw snowballs in my school because someone threw a snowball at the headmistress's head. It had a rock inside it. Now, that's naughty, but it's just hijinks. It was wrapped in snow. What could have gone wrong? 0870 9090 973. What things were confiscated and what have you had? What things were banned in school? Give us a call. You can text as well. I've been really shoddy today. Today has perhaps been one of the shoddiest first 26 minutes of a show. The text number is, and I've got a stack load here. I don't know how you knew this number. The text number is 0771 776 0973. And you can email as well, Iain, IAIN, at lbc.co.uk. I need your remedies as well. Let's not get too local radio on this, but I'm really... You've heard me saying earlier on, I'm very, very stiff. I'm very uncomfortable after my day at the gym. My hour at the gym yesterday with a young man called Luke, who certainly made me work up a sweat. I'm in pain. I couldn't even walk the stairs today. I had to get the lift. I never get the lift at LBC Towers. It's lazy. I had to get the lift because I couldn't walk. If you're going to tell me any ways I can stop being in this much stiff pain...
Iain Lee.
Hello, you. Man, I'm so uncomfortable in this lanky, awkward body of mine. My muscles are killing me. And I'm thinking I'm going to go back to the gym tonight after work. Is that a good idea? Can someone tell me what is the best thing to do? Obviously, at some point this evening, I should probably have a hot bath. But it takes so long to run it, doesn't it? Terrible. Terribly stiff muscles. What things have you had confiscated at school? Has anything ever been confiscated at work? And what is the legal... If I were to go to court, someone here has texted in, I had my Donkey Kong confiscated when I was at school. I was told to get it back at the end of the day, only to be told what game, says Tony in Abbeywood. What would be the legal position now if Tony wanted to sue retrospectively to get his Donkey Kong back? And a bit later on, have you ever been out with someone who's got the same name as you? Oh, is it weird or is it sexy? I can't quite work it out. Agent Chris knows people whose names are a couple. Names are Bernard and Bernadette. It's Bernie and Bernie. Weren't they a double act in the 70s? That's a weird thing, isn't it? Is it weird or is it sexy? I could, however fit this person was, I could not go out... Well, obviously you wouldn't find a girl called Iain. That would be weird. Well, it would be weird, wouldn't it? Has it ever happened to you? Is it strange? I don't know. 0870 9090 973. We do need... someone tell me what dry ice is as well. Well, no idea. Iain, when I was at school, I once took my Mr. Frosty drink maker, and my teacher never gave me it back. I hope his kids choked on it. Tell the cabbie. No, that's not. We don't hope that at all. Dave says, Iain, I had a Rubik's Cube confiscated 22 years ago. I never got it back. Hang on, here we go. My neighbour's name's Claire. She is married to Peter Clare, making her Claire Claire. Well, that's a little bit strange, isn't it? That was a little bit weird, isn't it? 0870 9090 973. But listen, before we take your calls on that, and the calls are racking up, how do you fancy winning 5,000 of dem pound? Coming soon, we'll be playing another round of our excellent Mystery Londoner competition. Everybody's talking about it. To play, it's very simple. Listen, just have a listen to these 5 famous voices.
LBC 97.3.
Now, I believe that 4 of the voices have gone already. Was it on James's show that the 4th voice went? It was on the J to the O to the B. I don't know how he did it, but 4 voices have gone. If you think you know those names, and in the correct order, there be the trick. Would you give us a call, please? We'd like to talk to you, and you can play with us on the radio. The number is 09016 339 973 09016 339 973. Calls are 40 pence from a landline. We could be playing together on the wireless in the next 15-20 minutes. Rose is in the Islington. Hello, Rose.
Hello.
Hello, Rose. What can I do for you?
Just to let you know that I am a teacher and I confiscate the kids' sweets.
Rose, are you speaking to me through an old tin can and a bit of string?
You're being rude, Ian.
I can't hear what you're saying. It's very muffled.
What I said is that I'm a teacher and I confiscate the kids' sweets and I eat them.
Oh, you don't. I like the way you're a teacher. I like the way you said you're being rude, Ian. I was getting told off by a teacher. So you take their sweets?
Yeah.
What would be the situation? Would it be if they were eating sweets in class, or would you take them at any time?
If they're eating them and if they've got them in their hair, especially the lollipops.
In their hair?
Yeah. I work in a girls' store.
Rose, imagine I'm eating some sweets. Please confiscate my sweets.
Can I have your sweets, please, Ian?
No, you can't have them. Get stuffed.
Well, then there'll be repercussions for you, Ian.
Well, you can stick 'em, miss, because I don't care. I've got rights. That's
what would your rights be, Ian?
Well, I've got European human rights, miss, and these sweets, I bought these sweets with my money I got from dealing, and you're not getting any of them.
Well, then they're not supposed to be during class time, are they, Ian?
No, you're right, miss. Sorry, miss.
That's okay, Ian.
Then you would take the sweets. This is kind of fun, but for all the wrong reasons. And then you'd eat them. They'd never get those sweets back.
Oh, I'd be nice. Depending on how good they were, then I'd get half of the pack back.
Yeah. Wow. Rose,
I always tell them, if you're going to have sweets, be sure to know that I'll eat them.
Do you confiscate? Do all the teachers, like in the staff room, go, "You will not believe what I took off one of the kids today," and they start bringing out like bling and PSPs and mobile phones and going, "I got this."
That'll be about right.
Wow. It's shocking, but you guys do a good job. Some of you do. Some of you are rubbish. Let's be honest. Some teachers are rubbish, but some of them are excellent. Rose sounds like a very excellent teacher. Andy is in the Brookwood. Hello, Andy.
Hello, mate.
Hello, you. What can I do for you?
Your muscle problem.
Oh, man, my whole body. Yesterday morning, I had my first ever session with a personal trainer, 8 o'clock in the morning, and I came away. And for the rest of yesterday, I was a little bit achy, but I thought, you know what, I've got out of this lightly. This is all right. I can do this.
Yeah.
And today, oh, my God, man, I can't walk.
Yeah. Apparently, my wife, she's a fitness instructor, and she tells me...
Wow, that's handy.
It's development onset of muscle syndrome.
The what?
The development of onset of muscle syndrome.
Dom, so hang on a minute. Are you saying I've got a condition?
Yeah. You're not fit, mate.
Oh, well, that much, that much I know. But I'm in agony. What can I do to reduce this pain?
I don't personally know, but I wouldn't go back to the gym tonight. Save it until tomorrow.
Do you reckon?
Relax your muscles today.
Yeah.
Save it until tomorrow and then go back and have another.
So you reckon I shouldn't go back today? Because already I'm feeling a bit guilty. I can't go tomorrow. This is the problem. I can't go tomorrow. The next time I could go will be Thursday evening.
Phone up your personal trainer.
Here we go.
They'll be able to tell you.
Andy, would I be right in saying you haven't got a clue?
I don't know.
There we go. Spot on. Hey, Chris, what did you put him through for? He was a lovely gentleman, and it was a pleasure to speak to Andy, but he didn't have a clue. It's like giving a phone to a chimpanzee. Just letting him dial numbers randomly and coming on the air. If there's anybody out there who knows what they're talking about, I know the very nature of this kind of radio phone-in show is that we just get we get mentals, we get sad people, we get chavs, and sometimes we get someone who knows what they're talking about. Andy, I do not think, ticked that last box. If anyone knows how I can relieve this pain, should I go to the gym tonight? Would that make things better, or would it only make things worse? 0870 90 90 973. We're asking, have you got the same name as your partner? And how weird is that? Stacey is in the Northwood. Hello, you.
Hello, you.
Hello, you. What can I do for you?
It's so nice to listen to in the afternoon.
Oh.
You know, I used to switch off after David Freber.
Well,
once or twice I even went on to Vanessa.
Oh, really? She's awful as well.
No, I like Vanessa.
Well, Stacey, have a listen to a bit. Hang on, listen to this.
My name is Julia, and I'm calling from Chiswick.
Listen to this.
I'm extremely incensed with Iain Lee, to the point where this evening I had to take a Valium.
I'm making an old woman take drugs, Stacey.
She's got to get out more, Iain.
She needs to get... The whole of Clive Ball show last night, the whole of it, without exception, apart from one call, was basically saying, I'm rubbish, let's fire Iain Lee.
No, I love listening to you.
Bless you.
I've spoken to you in the evening before,
Yeah.
and I actually thought you were only temporary doing in the afternoon.
No, I'm here for a year.
I was quite excited when I heard you were here permanently.
Yeah, they've not started trailing the show yet, which I think maybe I should be a little bit cautious about saying I'm here for a year. But once those trails go out, once Nick Ferrari starts playing trails for this show, I know I've got my feet firmly under the table, Stacey.
Well, you make me smile in the afternoon. You see, there was a dip. There was a dip at 4:00.
Yep.
But now I'm perky. I'm perky.
Stacey, are you perky in Northwood, Stacey?
I'm very.
If you're perky, I am very perky.
I go back to the subject.
Yes, stop flirting with me.
I'll stop flirting with you. I'm old enough to be your mother.
Older woman, nice. No, carry on, please, quickly.
I married somebody with the same surname as me.
Yeah.
My surname's Lewis, and
Love?
Lewis.
Lewis. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
Lewis. I married somebody with the same name. And everything, it's actually great. It's really convenient because everything was in the name of Ms.
You haven't got to change anything, have you?
I didn't change anything.
See, this is the problem. If I've discussed this with Fifi, my girlfriend, she will not change her name. If we ever got married, she would not change her name. And if we ever had children, they would not have my last name. I feel a little bit weird about that. So that's kind of why it's like, well, you ain't going to change your name, love. I ain't going to get on my knee. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if the Preeves missus is going to change her name to The Preeve.
Thank you for listening to this download from London's LBC 97.3.